Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Sumaira Saleem. You're watching DESI TV USA. Let's see what's happening in the world. Vice President Harris is leaving remark to highlight the Biden administration investment in affordable and accessible high-speed internet in America.
Well, good afternoon, Charlotte. It's so good to be back. Good afternoon. You know, Ms. Tiffany and I were talking in the back, and I said, you know, the president, who I'm going to speak up in a moment, the president, I talked to him this morning. I told him I was on my way here, and he said, tell everybody hello. And he knew why I was here, which is to talk about what we are doing to connect folks to high-speed internet. And the work that we're doing in Washington, D.C., the work that we are doing in terms of the policy work, it's not real until it hits the streets. It's not real until real people have the ability to take advantage of what we hope will help them and uplift their lives. And the connectivity, if you will, between what we do in Washington, D.C. and it hitting the streets of Charlotte are people like Ms. Tiffany. So she makes all the difference. So again, and before I begin, I do want to speak about our incredible president, Joe Biden. This morning, he and I spoke by phone. He is in good spirits. He is feeling well. He is doing well. He is fully vaccinated and twice boosted. And of course he is. And as everyone we would encourage was eligible would do.
White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre is holding her daily briefing with White House COVID-19 response coordinator Dr. Ashish following their announcement that President Joe Biden tested positive for COVID-19 on Thursday.
We did not see the president because we are following CDC guidance. And the CDC guidance is to make sure that we have minimal contact with the president and allow him to isolate and allow him to, get his treatment to get better. Right? He's having mild symptoms and is able to work from home. I believe, we believe, getting direct information, pretty much detailed information from this letter that we, in a transparent way, shared with all of you on how he is doing, and we have committed to do that every day. I'm going to take the last question. Go ahead, Brett.
Thanks, Brett. Two questions. One, I'm curious, Dr. Jha, what is the president's age and sort of his status? Does that affect his risk for long COVID, or what can you tell us about the potential for long COVID and how you'll monitor that risk?
Yeah, I'm not aware of data, and maybe it's out there, but I'm not aware of data that age is among adults. I think there's a different thing for kids, but I think among adults, I'm not aware that age is a significant risk factor for long COVID. Obviously, the president gets excellent care from his physician, as he will during the current mild illness that he is suffering through. And if he has any persistent symptoms, that they'll get assessed and addressed by his physician.
And then just secondly, I guess more broadly maybe, I was hoping you could kind of explain what the risk of reinfection is with this current variant. I know there's some uncertainty about, if you get the virus, how long you're protected for and you're immune for it. I was hoping you could just speak to that and whether that's changed with the current variant that's spreading.
That's a really good question. What we know is that if you were infected with previous versions of Omicron, BA1, let's say, from the January wave, you don't have a whole lot of protection against BA5. And that's the dominant variant that we have in the US right now. If you get infected with BA5, what is your level of protection against future variants? We just have no evidence and no data on that.
American Department of State spokesperson Ned Price is holding his daily news briefing.
Blurring out the one China policy. What's your response to that?
Our position is that our one China policy continues to be the policy we follow. We are guided, that one China policy, our one China policy, is guided by the Taiwan Relations Act, the 3 joint communiques, and the 6 assurances. Under the rubric of our One China policy, we are committed to maintaining cross-strait peace and stability. We don't have, as you know, diplomatic relations with Taiwan or support Taiwan independence, but we have a robust unofficial relationship as well as an abiding interest in maintaining peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to get your response to the Ukrainian grain talks. The UN brokered a deal that Turkey says is going to be signed tomorrow. What's your take on the hopes? How hopeful are you that this will resolve the issue? What are you still looking out for, and what needs to be done to make sure that this is followed through?
Well, we would welcome any such agreement. We applaud the hard work of the UN Secretary General. We applaud the diligent work of our Turkish allies. This is something that not only the United States.
World's oldest panda dies in Hong Kong. The male panda named NN, who grew up in Hong Kong Ocean Theme Park, was 35-year-old. Pandas was unwell for the past few days, due to which he was stopped eating and drinking. Panda's health was deteriorating for a few days, and despite treatment, his health was not improving. NN Panda's fellow female panda, Jia also holds the distinction of being the oldest living panda who died 6 years ago at the age of 38. The grief over the death of the male panda, saying it was part of our family and interacted well with tourists. This panda pair was gifted to Hong Kong by the Chinese government. Professional photographer and TikToker Sania Khan of Pakistan origin has been shot dead. 29-year-old Sania Khan was shot dead in her apartment in Chicago, USA. Sania, a professional photographer and content developer of Pakistani origin, was killed by her ex-husband. According to Chicago police, Sania Khan was shot while he was her apartment. He had also shared the detail of his divorce on social media before the shooting. Local police says that when the police arrived at the scene of the shooting, they found Sania Khan's dead body at the door. Before the election of the Chief Minister to rule Punjab, the government and the opposition have shifted the member of the assembly to hotel in Lahore, where they have been provided all the facilities by the candidate. The election of Chief Minister of Punjab is going to be held tomorrow, Friday, in which after the recent by-election, the Muslim League Noon got a big shock when Pakistani Tehreek-e-Insaf surprised everyone by winning 15 seats. Now, before the election of the Chief Minister of Punjab, the members of the Provisional Assembly are in the headlines, and both the candidates are trying hard to get the vote in their favor. For this purpose, there is a rush for assembly members in two big hotels of Lahore, where the members are spending the whole day chatting. That's all for now. Keep watching DESI TV USA or log into our website www.desitvusa.com.